Okay, so these were my exact words. Here I am, have this fresh little baby, and this listing came up, and he shows it to me. And mind you, when we paused on moving out here, we decided to do 2 full gut bathroom renos on our existing home. We took it off the market. We were like knee deep, literally in like floods of water. It was a mess. And he showed it to me, and we were not in the mindset of let's pick up and move now. And I said I would move tomorrow for that house. And fast forward literally like 3 days, I want to say, and that was the day he got on the phone with Connor, flew out that afternoon, and the rest is history.
I'm Dennis Dwyer.
And I'm Carolyn Dwyer, and we had the opportunity to work with Connor with Living CDA. It was in the spring of 2020. We were living in California. I was pregnant with our 4th kiddo, and we were looking to kind of replicate how he grew up in a smaller town. And we were stumbling across Connor on YouTube, right? And Living CDA and all his video footage. I swear we were the biggest fans, still are the biggest fans, but we watched every single video he had and just grew to love the area. You flew out here. Well, he first got on a Zoom with us right away. We introduced ourselves, developed a relationship, and then it was kind of, the rest was history. We just knew we wanted to work with Connor and his team. And he came out, met with him, showed him around. I came out next trip. We got to go around, see houses, and just get to know Connor. And then from there, it just progressed, and we saw a few different houses, in and out of those, and then paused for a little bit, got back on the bandwagon, and then here we were. So it was an awesome experience. Connor was the ultimate guide, from area to helping narrow down what parts of the city. Hayden, even, we were originally going to go into Hayden, right?
Yeah, I mean, you haven't, when you're not from here, you have all these ideas, and he kind of took us step by step, and we went from we have to live in Hayden to we found this area in Mill River where it just was more our style, easier to the airport, and he kind of guided us through that. There was never ever like, just keep you in that box in Hayden. He was always looking everywhere, and he just really made the whole process very simple and easy for us.
And anytime that we had any sort of overlap when we were in town and he couldn't make something, he had someone from his team come in. We got to know Cody really well. It was just, everybody took such good care of us that it made such a big move for us, and buying a home just seamless and easy and comfortable and really fun. Oh, I think my favorite memory would be on our very first Zoom call. I'm a Southern California girl born at heart, so I know nothing of true seasons and what kind of wildlife or anything. I love it all, but I remember having the dumbest questions for him, and he was so patient with me, and he just kept looking at me like, really? Really? Oh my God, really? And Connor was so kind and just, yes, you're gonna deal with this, or no, you're not gonna deal with that. Yeah, there are bugs, but it was just so ridiculous, and he made me feel so comfortable. And of course, everything I was worried about was not a worry at all, so.
Yeah, probably just having Connor over. We got this nice basketball hoop that came with it, and none of our kids are into basketball, and he's just jumping up and dunking and doing everything else, and they're like, who is this human being? So. I would say go through his whole library of videos, because if you're not born and raised here, there's things that you're not aware of, and he does a really good job of explaining and breaking down all the little segments of North Idaho and preparing you so that you're not in shock if you just moved here by purchasing something, you know, online or 1 or 2 visits in.
True. He comes up with topics you might not even realize were a topic of interest because you're not familiar. But I think anybody that chooses to work with Connor and his team will be so pleased with the amount of customer service, the attention and care.
Whenever you have any kind of business deal and you want to like the people you're working with, and he just is the epitome of likability.
It's fun. They're really fun people to get to know and to work with and to have alongside you in usually an incredibly stressful process. So you would not make a wrong choice by working with Connor or anybody on his team. And we're so grateful that we got to know Connor years ago and that we're still friends today from that initial experience.
I'm Dennis Dwyer. We were lucky enough to work with Connor at
I
Living
didn't introduce
CDA.
myself.
So he can cut stuff.
No, he can't.